The information in this video is provided for informational and educational purposes only. Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the Morale Monologue. My name is Michael Morale. Okay guys, today I want to talk to you about breathing. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, yes, I already know how to breathe. I do it every day. Well, yes, we do. But I want to talk to you about some of the exercises that I do, and I've been doing these since I was very small. I still do them today in physical therapy, and I do them at home whenever I'm by myself. In 1965, when I was born, doctors didn't know what SMA was. And in 1966, my parents took me to a neurologist. The neurologist said he's got muscular dystrophy. He's probably going to live another year or two, enjoy what life he's got left, and start planning his funeral. So in 1967, they took me to another neurologist who said, I probably didn't have muscular dystrophy, but I did have a neuromuscular disease. They wouldn't know until I was 5 when they could do a muscle biopsy and get it tested. So in probably about 1970, 69, somewhere around there, they did a muscle biopsy on me, and conveniently, the muscle biopsy got lost in transit. Now, back in the mid to late 60s, doctors were getting sued for malpractice, especially for birth injuries. And I think that they did that just to protect doctors. Okay, they lost my muscle biopsy, I think out of convenience. And my parents would not let them do another muscle biopsy on me because it was so painful. They just said, we're going to take him home, love him, and treat him like any other child, and he can live as long as he can live, and we'll do what we need to do. So it wasn't until 1996 or 98 before I was properly diagnosed with SMA type 3. But when I was about 4 or 5, right after that muscle biopsy, my parents ended up building a pool in our backyard because in 1967, when I was 2, my mother started teaching swimming at a local daycare center that actually had an indoor pool. And she kind of turned this into a business for herself because other parents saw that she was teaching me how to swim. They were like, can you teach our kids how to swim? So one thing kind of led to the other, and they knew that swimming was really good for me, especially for my breathing. So in 1970, we built a big pool in our backyard, and my mother started teaching swimming, and I could swim as late as late March all the way through November because we had a heater in the pool and we kept the water about 90 to 92 degrees, which was great. It really provided me a long year or a long period where I could swim. Well, by just swimming laps and playing in the pool as a kid, I started learning how to take my breath deeper and deeper. I could hold my breath longer and longer. And even today, when I go through my PFTs, my pulmonary function tests, I've actually improved because upper cardiovascular wise, lung strength, okay, abdominal muscles, that's really helped. That's why I'm such a huge advocate for physical therapy. Okay, so let me tell you what I do, and then maybe you can try this yourself. Of course, talk to your doctors before you do anything. Make sure that they give you the approval. I'm not saying rush out and do exactly what I'm doing. I'm just going to tell you what I'm doing. That way, maybe it'll help you in the long run. Okay, so when you lay down flat in bed, okay, even if your head is slightly elevated, you're taking a lot of pressure off of your lungs. So you should be able to breathe a little bit easier when you're laying down. What I do is I take about 10 or 20 good deep breaths. Okay, some people say breathe in through your mouth and breathe out through your nose, or breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. I don't care what you do. Just take a good deep breath, hold it for about a second or two, and then release it. And then wait a second, and then take another deep breath, hold it for a second or two, and then release it. What you're doing, and as strange as this may sound, is you're oxygenating your lungs. You're opening up all those lower lobes. You're providing your lungs with the oxygen that it needs so that you can hold your breath longer. If you were just to try to hold your breath right off the bat without ventilating, you wouldn't be able to hold your breath very long because I know I can't. But if I ventilate and if I fill my lungs full of air, I can now hold my breath for over 3.5 minutes without taking a breath. And that may seem like a long time for some, Some of you might be able to hold your breath longer. I don't know. I know free divers, people that dive in the ocean without scuba tanks. Free divers practice this method to get their lungs expanded so that they can hold their breath. And I know free divers personally that can hold their breath for 4 to 5, even 6 minutes. I don't know how they do it. I mean, I don't think I'll ever get to that level, but I can hold my breath for 3.5 minutes, and it's only because I practice this over and over and over. I probably practice this 2 or 3 times a night when I'm in bed. So this will also benefit you when you go for your PFT, because a lot of us use cough assist machines to help fill our lungs full of air, and that really does help. But try practicing this on your own. Try to build up some muscle strength in your lungs. Try to build your lungs up to where you can hold your breath. And if you talk to your doctors and they say, yes, you can do this, then I challenge you to do this, okay? I challenge you, hold your breath as long as you can, and then put down in the comment section how long you held your breath, okay? And now, say that you can only hold your breath for 30 seconds. That's great. 30 seconds is a long time, believe it or not, okay? You're not going to be at my level. Some of you might be, I don't know. But if you can only hold your breath for 30 seconds, write down in the comment section 30 seconds. And then try it each day for a week or 2 and see if you can't build your lung strength up. Believe it or not, even though you have SMA, even though we have SMA, we can still build our lung strength up. It's not impossible to do, okay? It's just something that you have to do repetitively each and every day. But trust me, 30 seconds will turn into 40 seconds. 40 seconds will turn into a minute. Before you know it, you're holding your breath over a minute, and you might not have been able to do that a year ago, okay? Practice this, because when you go for your next pulmonary function test, your pulmonologist might be pleasantly surprised at how much you've gained, okay? But again, like I'm telling you, I'm not giving you medical advice. Talk to your doctors about this and see if they approve, and if they do, practice holding your breath, because it will give you benefits in the long run. Trust me, I do it in physical therapy. I do it at home, and it's something that I've been doing since I was a child. And if I can hold my breath for 3.5 minutes, I'd be willing to bet you guys, if you practice on this, you might be able to get to that level as well. All right, guys. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Morale Monologue. It was just something that I wanted to do because I know that breathing exercises have helped me, and I hope that they help you as well. If you did enjoy this episode, give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe to the SMA News Today YouTube channel as well. We would greatly appreciate it. Remember, when you do subscribe to the channel, be sure to click on the bell icon. That way you'll be notified of any new videos that we produce. We at SMA News Today hope all of you have had a fantastic day. Do me a favor, this upcoming week, do something for yourself that's going to make you a better person. Until next time, take care of yourself, and I'll talk to you in a couple of weeks. Bye-bye.